Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Harap Amatasa from the GMS Camp Holland, Great Millstone, coming at you with another video. First of all, I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, His Heavenly Son, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakadash. Daarbij honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who will and teach well and taught us the truth amongst other things. Salutations to the Akim, pushing His word and truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the Akim, salutations to the Akim and Akwat. Listen to the videos from the apostles on down. So yeah, in this video I want to talk about the earthquake that the earthquake that hit Colombia, 7.4 on the Richter scale. You see that Esau is well known for their wickedness and the technology that they have, that they possess, as the world is given for them in their hands. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they have that harp system, and basically I don't know if they behind this, but yeah, if you're on the internet, you can see a lot of things talking about that, man. And it wouldn't surprise me at all, because you saw it in the same situation from Haiti. Haiti was struck in, I don't know which year it was, but I remember that the Red Cross was something about that the Red Cross received like a couple of $1 billion, and they only built like, that was the rumor then, that they built only like 6 or 10 houses there, and they kept the money, but they sent help to Haiti, you know, to support the people, so-called support, you know. Basically, they went there and take stuff from them, because Haiti is also known to have that resource, the great resources there, and also the children, you know. And you know, Esau like to go after children because there's some wicked PDF files there, so, you know, and they are known for that, especially Amalek. So the same thing was happening in Venezuela. In Venezuela also, people and children got they got killed by the men. Also, elderly people got murdered, killed, not murdered, but killed by that great earthquake. And then also there were a lot of stories also on the internet, you know, on the news, that that people lost their children. They disappeared basically. So you see that Esau is always doing something somewhere to somebody, someone, and they're really the scum of the earth, you know. And you might say, yeah, but not my neighbor, because he is a very nice person, or the part of the family for my wife, or whatsoever, or your colleagues. It doesn't matter, man. Never trust thine enemy. Let's go to scripture also, yeah. Never trust thine enemy. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, from the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And you know, iron always will rust. So basically, Esau is talking about wickedness here, you know, and you can see it also here, because I got some scripture. But let's start at Micah. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. You see, the power of the hand. And that's Esau, man. Slak here. Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's what they've been doing since they know how to, they've been practicing that, Esau, man. And there's some devils, man. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21, and it reads, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords." So that's what they always do. Like I said before, they create something, and then they come with a solution. That's what they do, man. They bring shit, and then they're gonna flush it down. You see, we can how to get rid of it. Just flush it down. So they get rid of the shit. But basically, they bring it and they organize this whole system to, to justify the evil, the wickedness that they were doing. But yeah, as the scripture says also, in Micah, wickedness is in the heart. Of this Psalms, like the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So yeah, they always coming with, the Red Cross is going to save you, and we're going to send money to support the people in that country and that country. Meanwhile, they're bombing the shit out of a lot of countries. They've been at war for like 250 years, man. There ain't no peace there. So the Esau and America and the EU, the beast, man, there's some wicked demons, man. But yeah, that time is almost up. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, and it reads, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So you see here it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So who's the person who can give the earth? Only the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai. That's the one, because he created everything. The earth. So he gave it into the hands of the wicked. And he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And the judges are the Israelites. And you see here the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's start at 1. "The burden of the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai, to Israel by Malachi." Here, to Israel. Here you see it again, to Israel. Not the whole world, to Israel. Verse 2. "I have loved you, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yeshai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yeshai. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said," Esau Edom, "we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them," here it comes, "the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever." Now let's look up the word indignation, because this, indignation in the AI overview. Verontwaardiging, no. He says it's a form of anger. Let's go back. Meaning. And then go to the AI. It's a form of anger, it says in the AI. Indignation is a feeling of righteous anger. Here it is, of righteous anger. Shock or resentment triggered by something considered unjust, unfair, offensive, or morally wrong. So this is talking about righteous anger of the Most High, of the Yahweh Bashem Yeshai. You see? So let's go back to the scripture. Yes. So you see that indignation forever, as it says in verse 4. This is who are the wickedness, the wicked of the earth, the border of wickedness. This talking about Esau, Edom. You see here in Esau, Edom. I hated Esau, also known as Edom. So let's go to the book of Job, chapter 20, and let's start at verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision in the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore the goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meal in his bowels is stern, it is the gall of ass within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Bashmashai shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and he shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because the poor is the Israelite, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not, we builded of everything. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. So you see Esau, you're gonna perish like his own dung, and he shall fly away as a bad dream. Esau, man, that's what is awaiting you, man. That's what is awaiting for you. And we can go in the book of Obadiah also, but that's for another lesson, because there's much more to talk about. So yeah, as I was starting with this video with the Colombian earthquake.
To get a sense of the destruction after Colombia's earthquake, 57-year-old Saul Paz offered a tour of what had been his apartment complex in the city of Cali. Indicating one of the apartment blocks in the El Lido neighborhood, he said, all the houses were destroyed. This is a total loss. Thank God many people managed to leave before the houses collapsed. Looking at a row of homes, he pointed out the difference between ones that seemed spared and others.
Compare la que vimos anterior a esta o a esta de acá. Se queda uno sin palabras, qué pena.
He said he was speechless. Residents rendered homeless gathered in the rubble of the complex and cooked over a campfire. Rescue efforts across western Colombia carried on through the night and into Tuesday, as local authorities said the death toll climbed above 200. The 7.4 magnitude earthquake tore through Colombia's coffee-growing heartland early the day before. In Cali, home to about 2.2 million people, at least 85 people were killed. Dozens of buildings were left leaning precariously or destroyed outright, forcing residents into the streets. The World Health Organization said vital medical facilities had been badly damaged, and there were concerns about access to water and sanitation.
Now, public health concerns that we have is really first to ensure continuity of essential health services, and that is a priority.
No, la verdad, el corazón.
Haas said his heart was full of sadness for the poor people.
Anoche se acostó y pues su patrimonio era, digamos, una casa, un carro y y hoy ya no va a tener.
He said, "It's very sad to see people who went to bed last night owning a home and a car and today have nothing left."
Va a ser muy difícil sobrellevar.
Paz said it would be difficult to cope, but that God is great and would not abandon them.
So you see, this is what happened in Colombia, and who knows? There's more to come. We don't know. But yeah, the Most High is in control of everything. As the scripture said, if there's evil in the city, had the Lord not done it? And that doesn't say that the Lord did that of himself. He had his servants, not his servants, but he had Esau doing that stuff, the so-called white man, and they love to do stuff like that, playing the mad scientist, giving free jabs to the population, giving the people syphilis, AIDS in South Africa. The man said it himself, man, that they set up doctors' places, so to say, and there where people can get they get the shot. They got the shot there for free, and they went home with that virus in their body. So that's what Esau do, man. That's also with the Native Americans, the smallpox, and how they've been doing everything wickedness across the whole planet, man. And I hate it when people say, "Oh, so y'all the Israelites, but so y'all gonna get saved. And what about the white man?" So what about the white man? The white man had his chance, his time, his rulership on earth, man. They did what they supposed to do, wickedness. And now, you see, they want to get salvation also. But salvation, and this is going to finish it off with, for salvation is of the Jews. So this is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22, and it reads, Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. This is only for the Israelites. Yeah, and got too much scriptures to pull if you don't believe it, but the scriptures speak for themselves. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Bear with me now. Babakasha mean please. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6, and it reads, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You see, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, a special people unto himself. Come. So now we go into the book of, Second Ezra. And let's go to the 56. Let's start at 54. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54, and it reads, After these, Adam also, whom thou madest lords of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. You see, of him come we all, everybody. So on the place of on the planet Earth. But here it says also whom thou hast chosen. And let's go to the word chosen for example. Chosen meaning. The AI says the word chosen is past participle of the verb chosen, choose, It means picked out, selected from a group, or giving special preference. You see, special preference. So, and okay, we can grab the Adam online. Chosen. Oh, you see, it comes immediately with especially those selected by God. So chosen people for the Jews is recorded from the 1530s. Choose says, choose, seek out, select from two or more, decide, test, taste, try, accept, approve. In German, kiezen. In Dutch, it says kiezen. So you see, Dutch and German are almost the same. Man. But this chosen, it says, the Jews. Jews is a short for Judah. Let's go back to the scriptures. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and 54. And then read it again. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also, whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O power, because thou madest the world for our sakes. You see, for our sakes. It's talking about the chosen. Now let's read on. Here it comes. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So they are nothing but like spit for the Most High, compared to the elect, the nation of Israel, the whole nation of Israel, whom shall be, be saved in the kingdom. Not saved, but the elect shall be saved, but the other 2/3 will be regenerated in the kingdom to the alone of the elect. But he says here also, and likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So you see, let's go to the word vessel. Because some people think a vessel like a ship or something. No, vessel meaning the AI overview. A vessel is a word of few main meanings. It usually means a large boat or ship. Here comes a cup or bowl for holding liquids. There it is. A tube or like a vein of artery that carries blood, or a person who seems to hold a specific quality or spirit. So, but in this case, it goes into a cup of bowl, a bucket. You can read it in the NLT. NLT. New Living Translation. So. Come on, man. Second Ezra. 56. Of course, they don't have this. And look at the Apocrypha. But yeah, it's dropped from a vessel. You see, so it means not like if you got a full bucket of water and you spill one drop, what you gonna do? You're gonna put away the whole bucket, and trying to slurp that one. Try to find a way to take that drop, with a straw or something to put it back in the bucket. Of course not, man. You're gonna water your plants with the rest of the water. You're gonna do something good with the water, because water is precious, especially in these times with this crazy drought everywhere. We ain't got no grass, man. We got hay. It's crazy, man. So yeah, I hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and tell us his truth amongst other things. Salutation to the Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity in four corners of the earth. And Shalom and salutation to the Akim and Agwa to listen to the videos from Great Millstone, starting from the Elder Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramblak, to the Elder Bishops, and to the other members of the Great Millstone ministry worldwide.